Hey everyone, it's Zach, and today I'm going to talk to you about something that most people really don't think about, and that is the benefits of surprise trading in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Surprise trading started in X and Y, where it was called Wonder Trading, and has been in most Pokemon games ever since. What surprise trading does is that it sends out one of your Pokemon to a random person across the internet for one of theirs in return. But how useful is this feature to a VGC player? Today, I'm going to talk about what you should look for and what you should keep when you are surprise trading. If this video helps you out at all, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, as well as some VGC laddering content. So here I have some boxes of Breedjecks, and I'm going to surprise trade at least one of the boxes and tell you what to keep and why. Right off the bat, I'm just going to let you know early route mons are going to be thrown right back into the void for something better, which is usually what I do when I surprise trade. So we're going to jump into this. We're going to surprise trade a box or two, and then I am going to talk about what I'm keeping and why. Alright, so that took me about an hour and 20 minutes to do. I traded all the mons away. Some of them I immediately traded right back into surprise trade. I keep wanting to call it Wonder Trade. But now that we have our full box, let's talk about why I kept these ones and didn't immediately trade them away. Now these ones are all Pokemon that I think I could use. That might not always be the case. I might go later down the line and look and go, hey, do I really need a max speed 3 IV fortress? Probably not, but I kept it just in case. But before we get to that, let's talk about something that I didn't get in this surprise trade, but it happens sometimes. And that is this Freycoco. As you can tell, this Freycoco is named Zacian.net. It is hidden ability, 6 IVs, modest nature, and shiny. These Pokemon are genned into the game and then traded off. The reason why they're nicknamed a website is because they are trying to give you a little taste of what you could get, and if you go to that site, you could pay lots of money for genned Pokemon that are shiny, 6 IV'd, whatever stats you want, and you either pay by the Pokemon or you can buy the whole Pokedex for like $100 and something, something insane like that. One, if you want to keep it. It's a good breeding mon. You can definitely use it to breed if you want that nature and 6 IVs and its hidden ability, you can definitely use it to breed. But other than that, I wouldn't ever take these to a competition. I wouldn't ever put them in Pokemon Home, because eventually, and let's see, the original trainer's name is Zacian.net. Eventually, Pokemon with this OT are going to get blacklisted, and they're not going to be able to be traded, whether it's Pokemon Home or Wonder Traded. So if you want to keep them, keep them. If you don't want to keep them, just take the Master Ball that they usually come with and toss them. So now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about what we do actually want to keep. And the first thing you want to look for is foreign mons. Now, I have my game set to English, so anything that is not English is considered a foreign Pokemon to my account. Now, when you use foreign Pokemon for breeding, it increases your chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. I believe you get 2 additional shiny rolls, making it like a 1 in 1,000 for breeding without the, no, it's like 1 in 2,000 without the shiny charm. With the shiny charm, it goes down to like 1 in 500, which is really good. Some of the best odds that you can get in the game. But I do have to keep in mind that I do already have a Masuda Ditto, so if I wanted to use that Ditto, I have to find something that's not Japanese. For example, this German Eevee, I can use this for Masuda breeding with my 5 IV Japanese Ditto. The next thing you want to look for is hidden abilities. Hidden abilities are something that you can only get in raids or only get if you use an ability patch, and they can be bred down. Now, for example, this Sprigatito right here is a Japanese one. It's 3 IV'd, but it has Protein. Protein is Sprigatito's hidden ability, and it's the only starter hidden ability that I didn't have yet. So now I don't need to use an ability patch. I can just breed Protein down from this Sprigatito. The next thing you want to look for is egg groups. Now, for those of you who don't know, all the Pokemon are categorized into 13 different egg groups: bug, dragon, fairy, field, flying, grass, human-like, anamorphous, mineral, monster, water, 1, 2, and 3. And then there's also the undiscovered, but you can't breed with that one. If you really wanted to, you could get a good IV Pokemon and all of those egg groups. That way you could always have a mon to breed with any Pokemon within that egg group. If you get, let's see, what did I write down? Skirskit, Dreepy, Phalanx, which I did actually get one, but it's got terrible IVs. Sprigatito, Holucha, Slowpoke, Magikarp, and Clawitzer. Those 7 Pokemon, if you get them with good stats and mail, they will cover all 13 egg groups. Now, in this case, especially with the accessibility features and the quality of life, like bottle caps, nature mints, and ability patches, just use a Ditto. Use a good Ditto. That's it. The last thing you really want to look for after Masuda method Pokemon, after hidden abilities, is Pokemon with a 0 in either special attack, speed, or physical attack. I didn't get one that was physical attack, but special attack and speed can be bred down. IVs can be bred down. That's how you keep introducing new hired IV Pokemon into your breeding cycle to get a 5 or 6 IV Pokemon, whichever one you need. Getting a Pokemon in a field group with a 0 speed, a 0 special attack, a 0 physical attack will help you pass that on for breeding, especially if you don't have a mon that you need a 0 stat but don't have it on that species yet to pass down. And I know what you're thinking, Zach, before doing all of this, why don't I just get a 0 speed, 0 special attack, 0 physical attack Dittos? That's 3 Dittos. You can get a Masuda Ditto, that's 4 Dittos, and you can get a 6 IV Ditto, that's 5 Dittos. You can do all this in 5 Dittos. And for those of you typing it down in the comments, I want you to know you're absolutely right. But here is the thing: with a Ditto, you will only get so much of a egg rate. For those of you who don't know, based on the trainer ID and the species of the Pokemon, you can either increase or decrease the rate at which your breeding Pokemon get eggs. Now, with a Ditto of your own and a Pokemon of your own, I believe you only have a 50 to 30% chance to get an egg. So every time it rolls those egg odds, whether you get an egg or not, that is going to be up to the game, and those are that's your RNG with that. With a Pokemon that is a different original trainer, so my Masuda Ditto and any Pokemon that I have caught myself, I have a baseline of 50% chance of getting an egg. Now, if you use two Pokemon that are the same species with different OTs, different trainer IDs, they have a 70% chance of creating an egg. So if you have a good IV'd Pokemon that is not yours, and you pair it with another good IV'd Pokemon that is not yours, if you're shiny hunting or something, that is going to be your best rate of getting the most eggs the fastest. But like I said just a few minutes ago, with bottle caps, nature mints, ability patches, sometimes breeding honestly isn't even worth it if you have the items, if you have the materials, if you want to grind out the items rather than to grind out the eggs. That's sometimes a lot easier. But in all honesty, I think unless you are constantly grinding raids, you can only do that for so long, especially with things like bottle caps and ability patches. Ability patches only coming in raids as of now, and you're not going to get them every single time. That, and some people like to breed their competitive team. I, for example, have all these breed checks because I still enjoy the challenge of breeding the team and getting the IVs that I want. Sometimes you can look past the grind and look at it as a challenge, but everyone's going to be different on how they handle building a team and breeding a team. That being said, I hope this video helps someone out. I hope that gave you a little more clarity on what you should keep when surprise trading all your breed checks away. Hopefully you get some good ones and not just Route 1 mons. But hey, if you use this and get yourself a competitive team bred and ready, if you want to check out how to EV train those competitive Pokemon, I do have a video coming up in the outro, so take a look at that if you're interested. Either way, that's going to be all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Zach, and we'll see everyone later.